Hey there, strangers. It's Craig with CJ Purdy Homestead. We haven't done anything in a while because it's been insanely busy as usual. So we finally clamped down on something. You can just see the top of it over there. We ended up purchasing a Chinese excavator. And I know some of you might have just already clicked off and just, judged and everything else. You know how we work. But I am a master. I guess I've developed this from not having a lot of money my entire life and just having to work for everything. And I do well, but I work for everything. And every penny is pinched. My wife and I, Jamie, we believe in, buy once, cry once. But, when you get into these big dollar items, boy, they're expensive. This is a Hauyee HY35 Mini Excavator. It's a SY or HY35, which is basically it's supposed to be a Yanmar clone of a VIO 35. I'm told that every bolt, basically every bolt and part on the exterior interior is basically is a clone to Yanmar. The motor is a definite Yanmar motor, solid, which was a big selling factor, whether it's a Yanmar or Kubota. That's what these Chinese excavators use. But I needed something a little heavier. As friends would have it, I found a friend that's building a house down the road from me. He loved this area so much. Found him a nice Kubota, what is it, a 57. And it's about a 10.5, 11,000 pound machine. Excellent machine. I've run it, love it, but I couldn't afford it. And, he ended up paying, I think I found that it was about $30,000. Roughly, maybe 35, but it was used, had about just under 5,000 hours on it, and it was still a good deal. I mean, he could sell it for more than that today. But with that, I did all the legwork, I did all the homework and did my thing and found it for him, and he promised me till the day he died that I'd be able to use it any time. Well, we had a lot of work to do at his house. I got even more work to do here, and I've had it on the property once last year, and this place has been an ongoing disaster for years. If you've been listening to my some of my stuff, mostly it's laser, but when I'm out here, it's a constant battle. Yard looks like hell. We're finally cleaning things up. I have a massive amount of rocks and boulders that we just have on the property. We live in a granite state, so it's here. But anyways, it wasn't worth losing a friendship over. I love my buddy. He's a good guy, but for whatever reason, I just I just couldn't get that machine over here enough, and so I had to make a choice. So we went with a Chinese wannabe. I think it's the best that we could get for the price point. We'll see. They say after about 2,000 hours, that's when they start showing their limits and they start degrading and whatnot. But I don't know. I've done very well with finding great deals and I don't know how you'd put it, underdog machines and things. I've got a clone Husky saw that's really done well. That all sorts of stuff. But anyways, let's go out in the rain here and check this sucker out. Full cab, heat, AC. There's a little pond. You can see the rocks. This is what we're going to be playing with. Lots of walls to be built around here. I got this from Lee and Carl, the brothers down in Georgia. They are I guess the main distributors for the United States. Great people to work with. Almost almost went too fast. You know, I pulled the trigger on this. I talked to him and made the deal. And yeah, that's nice, huh? Boy, she's really good. And anyways, it went so fast that, let me see if I can zoom out here. There we go. Here's our Yanmar. Yeah, pretty excited, man, to run this thing today. You know, that's the benefit of having a cab, is that you're able to work in the rain. Hold on a second. All right, we got that closed. Straight blade, I didn't get a 4-way. You know, it's so small, I don't need it anyway, but let's hop and take a peek in the cab. I sat in it yesterday. She's roomy. The only thing it's going to take a little bit is, you know, your controls are up a little bit where normally it'd be down. That's a little different for me. I'm 6'2" and about 250 pounds, so I fit in here. We'll get some more video later. This is just the opening round here. But going back to Carl and Lee, again, excellent guys. They had me all set up. We worked. I did some financing with them. Went really well. And then, you know, things got a little quiet. And it was just more me getting anxious. And they were working behind the scenes. I think they had some issues at their place. And I think one of the family members was sick or whatnot. But anyways, I started getting nervous. I'm like, man, I just signed some paperwork here for a lot of money, and yeah, I got nothing. And you know, I'm trying to figure out. And you know, Lee told me in the beginning things are going to happen fast. Well, sure enough, I called yesterday and I talked to Carl, and Carl's like, oh yeah, let me get a hold of my driver and see when. Well, then next thing you know, an hour later, I get a call from a driver, and he's coming up, and he says I'll be there at 7 p.m. I'm like, okay. Well, here we are. So about 9:30 he showed up. I knew, he said he was in Maryland around 1 o'clock. I said, well, that ain't gonna happen. My father's like, there's no way. And it wasn't. So anyways, 9:30, 10 o'clock, here we are. Got it in the dark. And today's the first day I get to see it in daylight. And I'm loving it, man. This thing is gonna be put to the test. I hope we can get a little following here and just, you know, help some other people out, make some educated decisions. We are a no BS type of place, man. We're out here in New Hampshire, Lemster, New Hampshire. We normally would have a wind farm that you could see right there, but it's cloudy, it's raining. And as you can see, we have a typical mess, which this thing, bigger would have been better, but you know, again, funds are limiting. My dad's in the little greenhouse there. But we do cordwood, we do, you know, pond digging. All these rocks came off the property. I got some monsters down there by that burn pit that are just gonna need some attention. I gotta finish building this wall for this pond. I need to finish building this wall, which is holding up our garage here. We need to finish. I did like a dry riverbed kind of thing down here. There's so much water. That's how this thing fills up. Basically, it's constant. Even in droughts, this thing is constantly seeping and filling up this little pond that we built. Nothing fancy. It was a garden, but yeah. Taking some more trees down. And got any ideas? Throw them at us.